In this podcast episode, Lewis Howes interviews mindset mentor Rob Dial about how to attract and manifest the life you want. They discuss the importance of overcoming intellectual fears and the role of identity in pursuing one's passions and purpose. Dial begins by explaining that intellectual fears are fears that we create in our minds, such as the fear of failure, rejection, or not being good enough. These fears are not based on physical pain or death, but rather on imagined future events. He emphasizes that these fears do not actually exist in reality and cannot be overcome because they are not real. Instead, he suggests that we should view these fears as tools for our personal growth and development. To overcome intellectual fears, Dial advises listeners to integrate these fears into their lives rather than trying to overcome them. He suggests listening to the fear and using it as a motivation to improve oneself or one's work. For example, if someone has a fear of failure, they can use that fear to drive them to create better content or improve their skills. By reframing fears as opportunities for growth, individuals can harness their energy and take action towards their goals. The conversation then shifts to the topic of purpose and passion. Dial acknowledges that many people struggle to identify their passions and purpose in life. He advises listeners to try new things and explore different interests to discover what brings them joy and energy. He emphasizes that it is okay not to know one's purpose right away, but it is essential to be in constant pursuit of finding it. He also notes that passion does not necessarily have to be monetized and that pursuing something you love, even if it doesn't make money, can still bring fulfillment and purpose. Dial also addresses the misconception that success should come quickly. He explains that most successful people have spent years honing their skills and mastering their craft. He encourages listeners to focus on progress rather than immediate success and to embrace the journey of mastery. He believes that it takes at least 5 to 7 years of consistent effort and improvement before one's work starts to gain traction and recognition. The conversation then delves into the topic of identity and the importance of letting go of old identities that no longer serve us. Dial shares the example of Jim Carrey's experience while filming the movie, Man on the Moon. Carrey fully immersed himself in the character of Andy Kaufman to the point where he forgot who he was as Jim Carrey. This experience led Carrey to question his own identity and realize that he was simply playing a character in his own life. Dial suggests that individuals can change their identities by consciously choosing who they want to be each day. He encourages listeners to examine the aspects of themselves that they do not like and work towards integrating new qualities and behaviors that align with their desired identity. Rob shares his initial skepticism about the law of attraction and manifestation, but he recounts a personal experience that changed his perspective. He describes how he manifested a parking spot at his college and how it opened his mind to the possibilities of manifestation. Rob believes that manifestation is about alignment and being in tune with what truly feels right for oneself. The conversation then shifts to the topic of changing one's identity and overcoming limiting beliefs. Rob shares a personal story about his father's untapped potential and how it motivated him to not follow the same path. He encourages listeners to choose courage over fear and to live a life that feels authentic and aligned with their true desires. Rob introduces the concept of affirmations and how they can help change one's story. He emphasizes the importance of creating affirmations that are true, present tense, and empowering. By changing the narrative and focusing on what one wants, rather than what they don't want, they can start to attract positive outcomes. The discussion then delves into the reasons why people procrastinate. Rob believes that procrastination is a symptom of a deeper cause, such as fear or a lack of identity. He encourages listeners to identify their fears and work on their identity in order to overcome procrastination. Rob also touches on the topic of money and how our relationship with it can impact our lives. He shares an analogy about being a good steward of money and how gratitude and sharing can attract more abundance. Rob believes that love is the most important thing in life and that being kind to others is crucial. He also emphasizes the importance of enjoying the journey rather than focusing solely on the destination.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.